Hello, everybody. Roll call. President accounted for. Catherine's here. Miss M. Hello, Debbie Sue. Mike, Adventure Sparks. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? I barely made it. I was trying to help my hubby get on a live meeting. So, hi, Cheryl. So, Debbie Sue, congratulations on a year on YouTube. I was watching your porch swing video a while ago. It was great. It was great. I love watching your porch swing when you're out there on your porch swing. So, hi, Daryl. Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtles here. So, it's a great group here tonight. Thank y'all for showing up. Whew, Wednesdays are always a rush for me because I work all day. I come home and do my life. It's Wednesday night live. So, is everyone doing all right? Everyone's saying hello to everyone. And, I have to show you something. Man, where is it? I'm pulling what is it, Daniel? All right, Daryl, looky here. I have my own Ninja Turtle. Whoops, he's backwards. I forget this camera's backwards. He's got his little thing. My hubby won this. They went to the arcade thing, and he won a bunch of stuffed animals, and he said he brought me this one home because I'm a ninja. So, ha ha ha, Daryl, I got my own Ninja Turtle. This is he told me which one it was, but I forgot. Anyway, I wanted to show you that because I'm a ninja. Anyway, so hi, Paula. So Miss Paula sent me a text to pray for her Rambo. He's got to have surgery. So all of y'all pray for Paula and Rambo. When is he having surgery, Paula? I was going to write it in my date book, but I haven't done that yet. We are having fun in life, aren't we? We sure are. We're having fun in life. Monday morning. So y'all remember Mr. Rambo in your prayers. So he's got to have a little surgery. So anyway, yes, Catherine, we appreciate you watching. So I haven't got to watch. I watched some of Mike's mudding. He's got all kinds of mudding videos. I'll have to catch up with that. And and for those of you that have prayed for me and my husband, I thank you for those prayers. Picked him up on Monday. He's doing really good. So I really appreciate that. I wanted to talk about getting enough rest tonight. And, we think about getting rest, we think about enough sleep, or if you're tired, to rest, or take time to get rest. Well, did you know there's 7 different kinds of rest that you need? Mike says, I need more sleep. Hey, Nita Mae. How are you doing? Popping in to say hi. How are you doing, Miss Nita Mae? Glad you're here. Because we're going to talk about rest. And there's 7 different kinds of rest that you need. And so I'm going to talk about those. Where are you going, Paula? Paula said, I will be there. Anyway, everyone's saying hello to Nita Mae. Nita Mae said she's doing pretty good. She's Miss Honey Dipped 229. Anyway, there's your physical rest, and that's the kind of rest we think about, physical rest, that you get enough sleep, that if you're tired, and I know that there's a lot of people that struggle with sleep. If you deal with anxiety, you're probably going to struggle with sleep because it's because of the cortisol. If you have high cortisol, and it also there's another hormone that you have if you have a lot of high anxiety, and it interrupts your sleep. Some people can fall asleep, but they don't stay asleep. Some people go to sleep and then they wake up and can't go back to sleep. So, that sleep is real important to our physical rest. But I want to talk about some of the others. There's mental rest. And mental rest is giving your brain a break from constant thinking. I'm an overthinker. I like to think everything out. I'm analytic and I want to figure it out. And so I'll think it to death. And there are times I think I just, I have to shut my brain off. And there's certain things I've learned to be able to do that, to give my brain a break. So, Cole, your friend says, "Hey, I'm from Brazil and I need make new friend to practice my English, but I'm beginner, so I promise that I'll let you talk and I need an honest opinion about this language." Well, I'm going to tell you, Cole, I'm from the South, and I speak English, but sometimes it's not real proper. Oh, Paula says, "I wake up a lot. I drink way too much caffeine." Hello, my name is Paula. I'm a caffeinated fizzy drink addict. Where did I see that you wanted to try to get off the blueberry fizz drink? Anyway, we speak Southern. We sure do. And okay, no problem. You can listen. You're welcome here. We welcome anyone that wants to come in and be a part of this live. I usually pick a topic. I'll talk about it a little bit. We'll chase some rabbits and talk about other stuff and come back. So, Kristen said, "Hey, stopping in to see your face for a second. I have to go to a class. I miss you so much. I've had too much caffeine today for sure." Well, I'm here. I'm here. So, Kathleen said, "Paula, easy to do, but I'll stop at least 5 hours before bed. Man, caffeine messes with me." They're saying hello to Kristen. Yeah, caffeine is certainly a thing for some people. I only drink caffeine in the morning. I drink 2 cups of coffee, and that's it. I don't drink any other caffeine, any other. I drink non-caffeinated tea and water, and that's about all I drink. So, hi, Kelly. Welcome in. Physical rest is number one, Cheryl. Number two is mental rest. We have to have some mental rest, that peace in our brain from that thinking. And I've learned how to kind of interrupt that and slow it down and stop that overthinking stuff through practice. It took a lot of practice, but sometimes the mental rest, I can get into that, and I realize that I'm thinking too much, and there's different things I can do that will kind of slow my thinking down. So that's why people scroll. That's why people binge watch TV. It stops the thinking, and or play video games or whatever. And so, bye, Miss M. You leaving us already? Have a good night. So, Paula said, "Catherine, I should do that, but I don't." Saying hi to Kelly. Hi, everyone. I miss y'all. I've been MIA for a bit. You've been busy, and you've been dealing with your own stuff. So chocolate too has caffeine. Yes, it does. So number 2 is mental rest, Cheryl. Yes. Cole said this. Um, Kelly saying hello to Catherine, Mike, and Paula. Have to go. See y'all next time for longer. I might be back. All right, Kristen. So everyone's saying hi and bye. Cole said, what? Mental rest. Number 3 is sensory rest. This is your senses, and to rest your senses, you for one is you can go screen free. I know that a lot of times when I feel like I'm overstimulated or got too much coming in, I will take a break from my phone, from YouTube, TV, get outside into nature where your senses can hear calmness and uh, the sounds of the bird, the smell of being outside, your eyes, and the sunshine and all of that. You can feel the warmth of the sunshine. That's all. That's a sensory rest. So, hello, Jennifer. How are you doing? So, and then Tina. Who's Tina? All right. Um, Jennifer. Okay. All right. That's good, Catherine. I was thinking, did I miss somebody? You're bad. Okay. So the sensory rest, and it's real important to take a break from screen time. They talk about to uh, shut down screen time. What is it? A couple of hours before you go to sleep helps to relax you and to get rest. So there's sensory rest. Um, That's Jennifer said, as an introvert, I need to unplug at times and replenish the soul. And that is so true. I think that sometimes to just unplug from screens and maybe read a book but getting outside is one of the things that help to rest your senses. Dr. Ninja Turtle says he's an introvert. Kelly said, that's a tough one for me, screen time. It is, and I know that with introverts, too much stimuli, it doesn't take much, and um, there's a rest for the introverts too. Number 4 is creative rest. And it's kind of like to take a break from trying to produce anything, to let your imagination wander, to listen to music, look at art or draw or, creative. I know that for me, if I'm having trouble being creative, like trying to um, figure like content, for example, and it just seems like I'm in a dry spell. If I will, you know, do a sensory rest and get some physical rest and some mental rest, then my creativity gets sparked. I can, to unplug. And so Jennifer says, I like that one. Yes, creative rest. Um, it seems like that I can be a lot more creative if I just kind of unplug and if I get outside and if I just take a break, then I can actually become more creative. And it's that without pressure to produce anything. you know, don't just do something, sit there. And that was hard for me to do. It was hard for me to sit quiet and still. And that kind of helps um, my creative stuff. And then there is emotional rest. And this is something that I think that we don't think about, that's real important. And it says freedom from the pressure to hold it all together. Uh, so emotional rest is trying to maybe keep your emotions in check or not let them show, don't process them. And emotional rest would be to process. And I would think, I'm a real fan of purge writing, and to write out your emotions and to just whatever they are, good, bad, indifferent, whatever they are, to write them out and to purge and get them to outside of yourself. Talk to a trusted friend, to feel the emotions. I mean, God gave us emotions. We're supposed to feel them. And yet we try to look good and hold it all together and make sure that everyone thinks we're okay. I'm real guilty of this. I'm talking about myself. So, Catherine said, very hard to sit quiet for me. A lot of people it is. Cole said, this year I can remember the times I could sleep well, Rhonda, like feel rest. Yes, Jennifer said, we are containers for both positive and negative emotions, not making ourselves wrong for feeling sad or overwhelmed at times. Well, and fearful, anger, um, disgust, what people label as bad emotions, it's all a part of us. And because we're human, it's, I think, when it becomes pervasive is when it becomes something that's maladaptive, pervasive fear or anger, or, to me, anger is not a sin, it's a signal that something's going on and I need to look at it and I need to process it. And so, hey, Reds, what's up? Welcome in. Mrs. G's here. Happy Wednesday. It's a great hump day. It's almost over. Then we start getting toward the end of the week. Sassy lady. Yeah. Cole said, yes, something is wrong. It's that emotional rest. And it's real important, like I said, to process your emotions. Some people, like I said, if you let your emotions rule you, they're pervasive. And if you stuff all of them, they're pervasive. And they're going to impair your functioning. But to be able to process them and talk about how you feel and what's going on with you. And you don't have to tell the whole world. You can just a trusted friend. So everyone's saying hello to Mrs. G and Red's Room TV, and Mrs. G, your fave auntie. And so that was number 5. Number 6 is social rest. This is a real important one for me because, the work that I do, and it's managing the energy you give to relate. Excuse me. I'm going to sneeze again. Maybe not. So it's surround yourself with supportive people, limit draining people, and if you're an introvert and you're around a lot of people, it's going to drain you. So you're going to need to withdraw and get your alone time and have your social rest, to rest from being around those people. And we all have people at times that drain us, or situations that involve people that train us. My job's like that. I work with people that have some sometimes very severe problems, and it can drain me, and I will be mentally and emotionally, creatively, just I'll be wiped out. And, I have to take a rest. It's important. So there's Tina again. Who are y'all calling Tina? Is there a Tina in this chat? Cheryl, Jennifer, Catherine, and everyone in the chat. Mrs. G saying hello to everyone in the chat. So social rest is real important. Now, if you're a extrovert, you may thrive in social settings, but and a lot of that is to surround yourself with supportive people. We all need cheerleaders, and that's it, real important. And so that's that social rest. I know that I am ambivert. There's times that I need some people around me, and there's times I need to be alone. And I know myself well enough to know when I need to do one or the other. And I've learned that through practice of, and sometimes, you know, um, when I get overstimulated with a bunch of people, it's like, I need to go home. My home is my safe place. And, to be able to just draw away and to take that rest. And so it's real important. And so that brings me to the last number 7. Um, and that is spiritual rest. And spiritual rest is when we connect with God and the spirit that is within us. And that's real important. I think that a lot of times when we don't feel like we have any meaning or purpose in life, then what we need is spiritual rest. And that's part of it, that we have a purpose and we have a meaning. And it's things like prayer and meditation, gratitude practices, um, the things that connect you to spirit. And I know that there's things